Donkey Kong Country series was extremely successful in the SNES days. It made people jizz a lot, which also helped skyrocket the tissue sale. So with remakes like Nuts and Bolts and the new Super Mario Bros., Nintendo was like, yeah, kablamo! So they gave Retro Studios the call, and pretty soon there's Donkey and Diddy having a grand old time on your Wii game, with Rambi hanging out in the back. That's nice. I'll talk about that hunk of shit soon. While DKCR is still technically a sequel, the idea was more to bring back Donkey Kong Country, but with the updated graphics and with the capabilities the Nintendo Wii had. It's still a 2D scroller, it's got the same music, the big Kong letters, the minecart levels, they just added some stuff. The good thing about the stuff they added is that it didn't change Donkey Kong Country. In some cases, it's making the game more enjoyable, like the jetpack levels or the Hulk smash thing you do to find secrets. This is all okay because the concept of Donkey Kong Country is still all there. The storyline's still not that thought out, Rambi's still available for use, hell even the first level is the same as the original Donkey Kong Country. Retro Studios did a lot of things right in the sake that they wanted to bring back a game from the SNES. In all fairness, I actually enjoyed playing this game. The boss battles were creative and it just felt better. Especially the two-player mode that's being showed right now. It was fun to play. Usually when you get asked the question, would you rather play the original or the remake, usually the answer is the remake, especially in the case of Nuts and Bolts. And I know they're not really remakes, but the Ratchet & Clank futures suck fuck. But the recreation was good, and the graphics updates didn't make them look like soggy turds like the new Spyro or the new Crash. Get that smile off your face, bitch, you look like shit. And that thing doesn't look like Spyro, that thing looks fucking evil. Next time he sees a dragon egg, he's not sending that shit back to the elders, he's making breakfast. And I'm not gonna say much about Crash, he just looks like a chronic masturbator. I've talked about pretty much everything that's good, so what could possibly be wrong with this game? It's fun, it's close to the original, what's wrong? It's all behind that fuckhead's stupid mask! Damn, King K. Rool, you lost some weight. And some limbs. What the fuck is this shit? I'm not fighting Kremlins, I'm fighting Aku Aku's retarded cousin. I signed up for a jungle, not a powwow. But it doesn't just stop at the main boss or the level enemy. Remember how I said the boss battles were creative? Yeah, the stages are, but you can ride on a minecart all you want, but your day still gets ruined when the mole sisters pop up. At one point you fight dancing crabs. Literally, they stand on top of each other and have a merry old time. Why the fuck are crabs here? Candy Kong got rid of that shit in DK64. But does it stop there? No! What the fuck is that? First of all, Moltres, I want to know how you got stuck in that cauldron thing. Second, you're a bird. Why are you throwing bombs at me and fucking nukes? Okay, so the minecart boss is fun, and the other boss battles can be pretty decent too, but the final boss is a huge disappointment. It's like 2 minutes of gameplay, and it's fucking boring. So you beat the boss, and DK gets shot up into outer space, and you fist the shit out of the moon. The moon falls on Aku Aku's sex doll, and DK falls. Diddy saves him with the jetpack, and it rains bananas. You're supposed to be anxious for the final boss battle, like the boxing match with King K. Rool and DK64, or the double battle of Uka Uka and Aku Aku, and then there's Crash and Cortex and Crash Warped. It's fucking brilliant. The beginning of the boss battle shows like a bunch of tiki guys that look like they're gonna wreck your shit. It would have been cool if like each one had a sequence leading up to the last guy, but no. They all form into his hands and yeah. All in all, it's a fun game, but the enemies just ruin it for me. It's a really fun game and Retro Studios did a good job, but no Kremlins, no King K. Rool. I guess that shouldn't be like that big of a deal, but their replacements were fucking stupid. That's like if the Eagles replaced Michael Vick with Stephen Hawking. Michael Vick's leaving isn't that big of a deal, but his replacement is fucking dumb. I give this game a 7 out of 10 because the levels are fun, but what are you playing it all for? A boss that doesn't make sense and a boring and lame final boss battle? I mean, the Kremlins tried to take them down because it was their job. Why in this game is every other species fucking with the monkeys? What did they do to the crabs, or the moles, or the birds? DKCR, 7 out of 10.